Mastery Podcast. This is Scott Tucson along with Brian Cron. Today we have a guest along with us, Dennis Breitwieser-Cutshall. He is one of the members in our Physique Mastery Movement. He's been with us for a year now. So he is moving on to our 13th month together. And it's been really fun to follow his progress. Really, he's had the kind of ideal... He lives the code of the Physique Mastery Movement, embracing the process, just really marinating the process, really enhancing that mind-muscle connection, taking that slow and steady approach, really working fitness into his lifestyle rather than trying to force his lifestyle to fit fitness. So really looking forward to hearing some insights from him. He's made an incredible transformation in my mind. Throughout the past year, he's dropped over 20 pounds, probably 23-ish pounds or so. But the body fat percentage has dropped tremendously from around 34% to 16%, which makes a huge visual difference. So started off around 180, now in the high 150s, and looking to continue to make some progress. So looking forward to hearing your goals, Dennis. But we started this journey a while ago. You and I, you were one of my coaching clients, the one-on-one coaching clients a few years ago, and you came to me because you hit a plateau. It was a real struggle for you to lose fat, no matter how much you were dropping your calories. It seemed like lowering your calories just made things worse. And so again, a lot of what we talk about, a lot of the coaching that we do in the Physique Mastery Movement is kind of setting yourself up to roll with the ebb and flow of life. And there's times in life where trying to burn fat with all the stress and chaos that's going on, you had crazy long days and long commutes, and I believe you just quit smoking or trying to quit smoking at the time. So you had a lot of things going on at once, and it almost made it impossible to lose weight, lose fat at the time. And then so just kind of took a back burner, took care of life, and then met up with us a year ago. And it's been fun watching this journey, really knowing where you came from back then and kind of seeing how you're transitioning now is excellent. And it's not that your life is it's less chaotic, but you still got a pretty damn busy life right now. So do you want to kind of talk about, I mean, you're in your 40s now, but like how tough it is to be burning fat nowadays? It seemed to be easy for us when we were younger, and all the different challenges you faced along the way.
Yeah, like you said, 2 years ago I contacted you, and then we ended up having to be in the middle of a move, and it was just crazy. So, kind of everything kind of went on the back burner while I was doing that, and I kind of made the mistake of saying, okay, I want to put any type of physical activity away, and I picked up smoking again, and life just went down. And so about a year and a half ago, I said, that's it. I got to do something. No matter, life isn't going to change.
Right.
I have to change. I can't keep waiting for life to slow down. I can't wait for life to change because it's not going to do it. So I decided I got to quit smoking, and I'm going to hit the gym. And when I hit the gym, my only goal at that time was to just go to the gym. Just make it part of my life. Say, okay, I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to do it this many times a week, and I'm just going to go. If I go and I only do 10 push-ups, that's 10 push-ups. And it was hard to do those 10 push-ups. And that's what I found, PMM, Physique Mastery Movement. And you said, hey, we got this thing going. And I was like, hey, yes, so let's do this. So when we started, and to be honest with you, a lot of those guys say, oh, bench press, one whatever today, And so when I started, I was like, dude, I'm going to do that too. So, and what I learned was that, I was pushing weight, but was I doing the exercise? Was I getting what I wanted from it? So at first the progress was really slow, and then, I started reading into it, started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to say, screw my competitive manliness and just touch the bar and see if I can feel where that is feeling. And I think for me, that was my biggest aha moment, my biggest holy crap. Because when I started doing that, I really for the first time ever, I felt sore in my shoulder. I'm like, oh my God, I feel this muscle here. I've never felt that before. And I'm moving and I'm like, oh my God, what is that feeling? Holy crap, I'm sore. And people at work said, dude, have you... And I'm like, no, I gained weight. And, and I think it's because I feel structurally different up here.
Yeah.
I actually feel when I walk around, I'm like, dude, did I just become the Hulk? Because it is the strangest feeling for me, because I fully expect to look in the mirror and look like Arnold, because I just feel different. I feel like my posture is different. I mean, yeah, like I said in the one post, is like, yeah, I might not be able to brag about my 15-pound curls or my 125-pound, bench press, but I think the difference is that over my 47 years of life, I never thought about. It felt like my body was taking the easiest way to get the weight up.
Yeah.
It wasn't really taking the muscles it was supposed to use to bench or do the shoulder press or curl. It wasn't using the muscles. It wanted to take the lazy way out. Big muscles said, nah, we'll let the little ones take over and do whatever. So I had to stop, make those big muscles work. And for me, that's like changed everything, So yeah, when I use the programs that you guys put out, it's like, yeah, sure, I may have to take those weights way down. But when I do the 4 exercises, when I'm done, I feel it and I'm sore. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take that. Now, today, I may have only increased by 5 pounds, but what's that going to look like in 12 months? Mm-hmm. Because I want a guy that's going to be 62 going, yeah, I'm still doing this. And, and I can push the weight around, but I risk injury. I don't want to do that. And then, like I said, I want to be the guy that's 70, that's walking in the gym and everybody goes, holy crap, how old is that guy? But I'm still lifting. I might have not 4 plates on there, but I'm still looking good,
Yeah.
So, me, it was just that week by week, I just needed it to be part of my life.
Yeah. And it's really process oriented. Right from the get go, I love that. I think that makes a big difference to see a lot of people going in the gym. They're bench pressing, and their bench press may look similar to what you're doing, the movement, but they're not feeling it like you weren't feeling it before. And a lot of people may be going into the gym and think, if I'm doing this because I got to drop 30 pounds, I got to drop 30. Whereas I'm doing this, I want to feel it. You're immersed in that moment, and it really changes the experience altogether. It's pretty cool to see from the get go, going at just get to the gym, just focusing on the process. I'm just going to get to the gym, just going to do these push-ups. You're just focusing on the little things rather than the end goal, which is a lot of. It's like I said, you're doing everything that we talk about in the Physique Mastery Movement that we preach. It's fun.
I'm always fascinated by guys who come into it much, not to call you old, I'm right behind you in age, but like I'm always fascinated by guys that come in it much, much later. Because I started lifting 30 years ago, so I went through trying to get really strong and through that whole stage, and now my body's paying for it. I got more aches and pains than I can count, but it's just interesting seeing someone who comes in much, much later, and they go through that same kind of maturation process where first it's all about weight, and then they figure out, it's more about, feeling the muscle, doing the work. I just find it interesting because you've made all these connections in just a couple of years, whereas, someone as brilliant as myself, it's taken basically my entire life, and now my chiropractor drives a Ferrari because so good on you, my friend. My life up until now had been primarily, military oriented. You got your push-ups, a lot of body weight stuff, push-ups, pull-ups, running. It's just for distance and endurance. So getting into the weights, it's like it's different. It's a completely different type of training. Oh, really? So that was your background initially?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's interesting. Okay.
A lot of endurance stuff.
Yeah.
Carrying weights for miles and miles, and
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I love it though. I think that's the fun thing that I love. I mean, you see I'm sure in a lot of other communities, a lot of times out there, the focus is on the physical transformations. But I gotta tell you, like, it excites the heck out of me when I open up the group and I'm looking through the posts and I see the excitement from you that. Like the bicep curl, like, oh my god, I was totally feeling it in the tendons, and I made this one little change, I lowered the weight, and boom, there's the muscle, and it's just hearing that it's an experience. It's not just a workout, it's an experience, and you're learning all the time, and there's so many different ways to progress. So even when you've hit some of those weight loss plateaus, you're finding different ways to progress, and I think the beauty of this slow and steady approach that you've been taking as well. I mean, 23 pounds or so might not seem like a big deal to some people over the span of 12 months, but seeing that body fat percentage drastically change, and like you said, you're feeling, so he's gone from like 34 to 16% body fat, the visual change, like, I think this is the greatest thing that I love seeing is when you're down on yourself a few times, progress is a little bit slow, and then you look at the comparison of where you started a year ago, and you're like, holy crap, like it's a drastic change. The side profile was ridiculous, and you're like, that's 20 pounds, that's 23 pounds, it looks like it's way more than 23 pounds, so not only have you been trimming up and dropping the weight, but you're also filling out at the same time. Like you said, that's probably why you feel hulkish. You're filling out the shirt a little bit better and just feeling strong. But I love that the progress has come in so many different forms for you. It's not just about the weight loss. That's been excellent, and the journey's going to continue. But there's so much learning going on, and you have so many insights to offer from your weekly experiences. It's just, that's been the part that excites the hell out of me whenever I get in the community and see that those wheels spinning and the fun little things that you're learning is just, this is what this journey's all about.
That is perfect progress. 23 pounds in a year, that's perfect, because that's weight that that's weight that you can keep off. Like, that's like, that's not like fast weight. You know how body, like, someone like myself or even Scott, we can drop weight really quick, but the quicker you lose it, it tends to come back on faster. But like 23 pounds in a year, I mean, like, dude, that's perfect. That's excellent progress.
I think we get caught up in those transformation pictures where like 3 months, 4 months. Look at this guy who was fat and now he's ripped, and in the beginning, that's what I wanted. I was like, that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be like, and then, as time progressed, I realized it's like, okay, I didn't meet my goal. And that's when I realized, okay, goals are not, they're targets, they're ranges, they're not deadlines, unless you might have a deadline. But generally speaking, it's like, okay, well, I might have to move it, okay? Because I didn't quite get there but what did I do? What did I learn? What did I find out from this period that I might try a little different? But then again, in the middle of the process, I might say, I didn't expect to learn that, so that might change it. And it's kind of funny how you're talking about 23 pounds. It's like, to me, it's only 23 pounds. I got 20 or 15 to go. But I've been wearing the same shirts to work because I hate shopping. And I wear the same pretty much 5 or 6 shirts to work for the past 4 years. But because the guy walked up, he's built, he's got shoulders, he's one of the guys that you want to look like. He comes up and goes, dude, did you slim down? Is that a new shirt? And I'm like, same shirt I've been wearing every week for the past 4 years. Awesome, So that moment, I all day, I even told my wife, I was like, you know what? He told me at work? Holy crap, So I think we forget when we look in the mirror the changes that we've made.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point as well there. Like, really, compliments go a long way, and I think you don't hear enough of it, especially from among guys. You don't hear guys come up to another guy and go, "Damn, dude, you're looking really freaking good." But it can make someone's day. It can really be that fuel that shit. This is. I am doing good, and it gets you to drives you to push even further. So don't be afraid to go to your way to acknowledge your fellow bros who are making some good progress out there.
Yeah.
How about nutritionally speaking? Have you made any changes? Have there been any aha moments for you with nutrition? Any kind of breakthroughs there that have helped you stay consistent and make the consistent progress?
The nutrition, I'm still playing with that. I'm kind of learning that obviously not everybody's built the same. Not everybody reacts the same. People's dieting backgrounds, eating backgrounds, I tried to follow, all right, this is what Scott did, so let me do it because that's going to work for me. And it didn't. Wait a minute. Brian's eating 30,000 calories. I'm going to do that. Whatever. It's like, you think about everybody's and stuff, and he eats this much protein and everything else. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to take a look at what I do, and I've been at a low calorie for a while, and I'm kind of thinking, okay, I'm putting on muscle. I'm going to try, and I literally just found it thanks to I think it was Carrie. She said she's going to try like reverse dieting.
Right.
So I'm going to play with that for a little while. It's still, everything is a learning experience. Like I said, the way I look at it, I got 20 years. I got 30 years. Yeah. I'm going to learn, and I'm going to take the time. It might take me 3 months of experimenting with something, but if it fails, I still learn something. If I succeed, I still learn something. Mm-hmm. So as far as diet goes, one thing that I do and I'm still going to continue to do is I plan my breakfast. I pre-plan and prepare my breakfast and lunch for the week on Sunday. Because I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And if I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, drive an hour to get to the gym before I go to work, I don't have time during the week when I get home at 6:30 at night to cook dinner and get my meals ready. And then I got to be in bed by 8 or 9. So, it's not a lot of time in there. So every Sunday I'm preparing, planning, and getting everything ready. So I'm still kind of playing around with the nutrition. I'm still learning and kind of experimenting to see how my body reacts to certain things. And
I gotta jump in because when you mentioned the military, I kind of like my ears kind of perked up a little bit and now you're talking about, I planned my breakfast and my lunch and all I keep thinking is structure.
Yeah.
Structure. And like that is the number one thing. Like people are always going on and on about macro this and I put this in my app and I came up with that. It doesn't matter. What matters is structure and consistency, and then just playing the long game and seeing how your body reacts. And when you have that structure and that you have some reliable data to look at, then you can make changes. And so like I'm just listening to you now. You have processes in place. Like that's what's important, is having these actionable processes that you can look at every day and just do. Okay, I make this half cup oatmeal, 8 egg whites. I have this every day, and you just make it a part of your rhythm and part of your daily structure. Like that's what makes people successuable. And so I'm just listening to this this dude gets it.
Exactly.
As opposed to all these like, oh man, I have my high carb day and then my low carb day and then whatever the frick I eat. It's just, that's so trivial compared to like the big picture, which is like daily structure and just getting into a pattern, getting into a rhythm. So
yeah, and even when you go to make changes, like you said, he's going to experiment with a different approach, but you're experimenting with a few different things,
exactly.
But keeping structure in place, which is going to keep consistency. And that's how you'll really know if the changes are going to work or not.
Exactly.
If you keep that structure and consistency going. And
eat relatively the same way, and then you're like, I'm looking a little soft. I'm gonna change that mid-morning snack. I'm gonna cut the carbs in half. Mm-hmm. See what, or eliminate the starch completely from that one particular meal. See what happens. Play that out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I look a little tighter. I feel a little whatever. That's how you progress.
I love this because we just sent out an email yesterday talking about dogma, diet rules, and all this stuff. And here Dennis is. I mean, this is exactly what we're talking about. What Physique Mastery Movement is all about is that he's looking at, okay, this is what this person did. This is what this person did. Wait a second here. I got to do what's going to work for me rather than looking at someone else's rules. It's you play around with someone else's rules and see, all right, I don't like this, I don't like that, but I like this one rule fits me really well or whatever. And you kind of, your rules end up becoming a mishmash of all the different stuff that you've learned throughout the way. But you're customizing it for yourself rather than trying to follow what someone else is doing. And that's the beauty of our group. I think we got people doing a bunch of different things. Some people love skipping breakfast. Some people love eating late at night. Some people like cutting it off at 7 at night so you just got to find what works for you. What suits you best, your lifestyle, your personality. That's where coaching comes into play. It's just kind of guiding you and helping you kind of find your own way.
And you just take what the different people will post on the Facebook page, and I'll take a look at that and just kind of listen to what they say and say,
exactly.
Look at it. It's like, even if you watch or read a lot of stuff online or on the YouTube, and
So it's like, dear mothers, I'm on that YouTube.
So, I think you can learn from everybody, because even if it's bad information, you've learned something. Yeah. So, learning is a process, and you're going to be 70 years old. You're going to be learning something new. Mm-hmm. So I think when I decided to stop making it a month or a 3-month goal deadline, I think that's when I made the biggest changes. When I said, I'm just going to keep going and see what happens and just keep learning and keep going, and I think that's when everything changed for me. I don't have a deadline. I don't have a goal right now. I say, by November it'd be nice to be this way. Yeah. But I know that I've got things in place, and if I get there by November, that's great. If I don't, well, then I'll just move it out a little bit longer,
Floating deadlines. Dude, I got chills. Just hearing you talk like that, that's, man, it makes my day. This is, I wish I could bottle this feeling that you're experiencing right now. And just, to me, that's the secret pill right there. If everyone could just consume what you were just talking about, I think that's the key right there, man. You freaking nailed it. You've nailed this whole process. And, for coaches, I mean, it's, like I said, I got chills because it's exactly what we want for all our clients to experience, is exactly what you're going through here. Because this is the long game that we're playing. This is what mastery is all about, and this is where the fun, the joy, and the journey comes for sure.
Well done, man. Well done.
This is freaking awesome, dude. I think we can wrap it up there. This was just an awesome conversation. I'm sure other men and women are going to gain a lot from the insights that you've shared into your journey. We'll have to have you on again, and I would love to continue talking, but we'll keep this easily digestible podcast for everyone listening in here. I appreciate your time, Dennis, and
hey, thanks for having me.
This was just awesome. Really, lots of gold in there. Really enjoyed getting to know you over the past year and throughout the years here, and appreciate you big time. So. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll look forward to catching up with you next time. We are opening the doors to the Physique Mastery Movement at the end of this month. It's open.
We have they're big ass doors, man.
Huge. They're pretty freaking heavy doors. So it's a good thing we have some strong people in the group. Looking forward to inviting more people. If more people like Dennis. If you're like Dennis right now, we want you in the Physique Mastery Movement. I wish I could clone more of you, brother, because this is just awesome. So be on the lookout when we do let people into the group, and we're going to be just open for a short period of time and then closed again until March. So hope you enjoyed the show. We'll catch you guys next time.